This conference will now be recorded.
Peace, peace, everybody. I just wanted to show my face today to all of my new YouTubers. And if you have not yet joined my Discord, and if you want the full extension of all of my content creations that I've made using Blender to make 3D animations and make 3D NFTs, make sure you comment in the section below and just let me know that you want to join my Discord. And I will send you the link, okay? No spammers, no weirdos, because you will not be accepted. It is a $25 fee, monthly fee, and you will get access to all of my content, just like the Patreon. You know how people have Patreons and things of this nature. I just have my private Discord. So let's go ahead and get into how to make cryptocurrency for beginners. Let's get into it. All right. So first, what I'm going to do is share my screen. All right. So this is the basic application in Blender, and I have already deleted the infrastructure that comes on here, which is the basic box and the camera and the lighting. I still have my light right here, but I'm going to go ahead and delete that as well. And the first thing that you want to do, you want to click Shift A. You want to go to your mesh, and you want to go to your cylinder. So something just like this. Now, if you are new to my channel, make sure that you pay attention to the quick tools that I am going to be telling you to choose when we are navigating through this platform, okay? So now we're going to press the key S on the keyboard, and this is how you scale up and down, okay? To my OGs, y'all already know what it is, all right? So I'm just going to press Z, okay? For this X, this is just going to take me to material preview. So basically I just changed which preview setting that I want to be seeing while I'm doing this Blender animation, okay? So once you've changed that, we're going to go ahead and scale this down by pressing.
This conference will now be recorded.
So we're going to hit S and then Z. So we're going to scale this on the Z axis. So we want to, we basically just want to flatten the coin. And you basically can just eyeball this to however thick or small that you want your cryptocurrency coin to be. I feel like this is pretty cool, pretty good enough for me. I'm going to go back into my second viewport shading of the grayscale. And I'm going to just make sure that everything looks appeasable to me. And I'm going to press S again. And I'm going to scale that up just a little bit bigger, just so I can have eyes and focus on actually what it is that I'm doing. So now you want to kind of smooth this out. So you want to right click and click Shade Smooth. And as you can see, it looks a little reflectionist. So what we're going to do, we're going to come to the properties division over here on the right hand side of your screen. We're going to choose object data properties, okay? We're going to go to normals, and we're going to click this box that says auto smooth. So now we're back on track with what we are going to be getting into, okay? So I'm going to zoom out so I can have all eyes on this object here. And I'm going to also be along the y-axis, okay?
This conference will now be recorded.
So now we're going to hit tab on our keyboards, and you should have what looks like this. And this is basically edit mode. So if you come to the left hand top corner, you should see edit mode in the drop down box. Even if you don't click tab, you can always go back to object mode. That's the basically that's the properties that we were already in. Now we're just going to hit edit mode, and the key to the shortcut is basically the tab on your keyboard. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you guys. And what we're going to do, we're going to hit the letter 3. Uh-oh. I hit 3 on the sidebar tab, but you don't have to do that. But you can hit the letter 3 on your keyboard, and then you can go back here. And this basically is just going to let you choose whatever type of faces that you want to select to edit, okay? And also to do this the manual way, you go beside edit mode at the top left hand corner, and you'll see 3 presets right here, okay? and the last one is highlighted blue, this is the one that we chose. And that how to get there quickly is the number 3 on the keyboard. Okay, just remember I'm teaching you guys keyboards and the manual way to navigate through Blender. But anyway, I'm going to hit the top, and then I'm going to select shift so that I can hit the bottom. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is hit the letter I on the keyboard, and this is basically going to inset your object. All right, so y'all see it's starting to look how it's supposed to look. It's given what it's supposed to be given, gave. Okay, and so this is up to your discretion of how you want your cryptocurrency coin to look. Okay, do not copy mine per se. Be creative, be an individual of your own artistic eye in whatever cryptocurrency or NFT that you choose to do. Okay, so I think this is pretty good for me here. All right, and so it's the same at the bottom. So this is just kind of like a mirror effect, basically. All right. Excuse me. So now we are going to go.
This conference will now be recorded.
So now we're going to hit the screen just to get out of that edit fashion that we were in. We're going to click the top one, and we're going to hit the letter E as an egg on the keyboard. And this is basically going to extrude it how far you want it down or and up. Okay. So as you can see, I did that. I don't have a keyboard, so don't kill me, y'all. That's why you see my little thing going like it is. Is that too deep? I think I made that too deep. And if you want to undo something, just hit Control Z. All right. Control Z, Control Z. All right. I'm going to hit E again. I'm going to go extrude down just like that, like so. Let me see if it, all right. And I'm going to click the bottom, also hit E, and I'm going to go in. Uh-oh. To extrude that as well. And just so you won't be just seeing your screen like this, get out of edit mode, hit tab to go back to object mode, hit R 90X. All right. So now you can see your cryptocurrency coin better. You just flipped it basically. All right. So if yours looks like this, we can go ahead and continue. So the next,
This conference will now be recorded.
so I'm going to kind of go back. So hit Control Z, because when you look at it like this, you guys, it just looks plain. I want to kind of add some grooves onto the edges of this. So we're just going to do Control Z just so we can be here, and make sure you hit the number 7 on your keypad. So keypad on the right hand side of your computer, so that we can be in this mode. Now we're going to go to Shift A, and we're going to add a cube. Okay. And I want to make this cube just teensy weensy, and then I'm going to hit GZ to move that cube up. G first and then Z, I guess, because it's not moving. All right, we're going to put that on the top of here. I meant to put GY. Not GZ, I'm sorry, you guys. GY, okay? And now I'm still going to kind of scale that down a little bit. So remember, press the letter S on your keypad. Press GY. Just so it can be here like that. Okay. Oh, why did I just do that? When you find the space, hit enter so it can stay there. Let me change my cursor so that I can do this a little bit better. That's how you can move it too. If you go to the left hand column on your screen, you can see different cursors that you can use for this edit. Okay. I'm looking for the all transform. There we go. Transform. So as you can see, this little red button right here, it's going to just let me scale this down sideways like so. So something like that. Okay. So you just want to have this in your vision. So again, we're going to break that down again. We're going to add the cube. We're going to scale the cube down. We're going to hit GY and move the cube up on top of the circle. We're going to hit enter. Then we're going to scale the cube down again. We're going to go to the left-hand column of the screen. We're going to go to transform, which has all the gadgets in one. And we're going to hit the red box, and we're going to basically change the width of that box. So if you got that, we're just going to head and move right along.
This conference will now be recorded.
So we're just going to add some steps. So we're going to go back into edit mode. And if you can see on the left-hand column of your screen, there's a spinning wheel. And we're just going to use this right here. And we're basically just going to take this around the world until it comes back full circle. Like so. Make sure I'm placing this right. And at the bottom here, if you pull this screen up, it says how many steps. I'm just going to take it until I don't see any more room for, you know, maybe something like that. So about 72 steps, okay? That should be enough. If you would like more, just go ahead and add more on your end.
This conference will now be recorded.
And if you've seen that your original coin was a little smaller or bigger than the speed circle that we just did, make sure you scale it down so it can look how you want it to look. All right. And if you want to move some things, you can move it. You can move it up. You can move it down. Doesn't matter. But now we want to make sure that we're going to parent these accordingly. So parent means just bind them together. And how we're going to do that is we're going to click the outside circle and we're going to hit shift and then we're going to hit the inside circle. So basically the outside is parenting to the original coin that we created before we did the spin, right? So then we're going to hit Control J and that should have parented both of the objects. Now we're going to see. If not, I will do it the manual way. So hit R 90X. Okay, cool. So it did indeed parent. And you should have what looks like this on your screen now. Let me go to the regular cursor because I hate that. You can't see it. Okay, cool. Viewport shading. So this is what we're working with. Now we got cool little grooves. We got our, coin going on. And now we can move on to the next steps. All right.
This conference will now be recorded.
So now we can go and start like adding things that you guys might like to do. I know some of you guys are into the Bitcoin and things like that. So I'm just going to hit, I went to text, by the way. So I went to add, I went down to text, and here's the text right here. Okay. Now I'm going to hit R90X to put it up, and I'm going to hit enter. All right. And in order for you to basically change this wording, you have to go back to edit mode. All right. I'm going to go back here because I want to change how I see that. Uh-oh. Excuse me. I need the text to be this way. All right. Oh, goodness. I done lost the text, child. There we go. We're going to pull this forward like that. And then we're going to go back to edit mode. And we're going to delete this text. I'm going to put capital B. I'll put Bitcoin here. Slide that over. Slide it up. Uh-oh. Keep doing that. It's not even colored. And then I'm going to go to properties divisions. I am going to go to material properties, add new. And then I'm going to scroll down, and this is how you change the basic color of whatever you want the text to be. Okay. So I just think I want it to be black or maybe silver, but I think black because I'm going to have the actual coin to be gold. All right. So there we go. Now let's go back here. Let's go back to edit mode. That's the way we want to have it. Now, if you want to expand the words, make them bigger, you can by utilizing this here transformation tool. Okay. I'm not sure why it's not letting me do what I need to do. So this is just going to be a bunch of me going back and forth trying to see really where I want to put this word Bitcoin on this coin. Now I'm gonna click there. I'm gonna go to properties division, material properties, and I'm gonna change this to a gold color like that. Yep. And then I'm gonna also make it metallic. I'm going to change the roughness. I'm going to also, what else do I usually do? Yeah, that should be it for the gold coin because we're going to add lighting to this in a minute. So you have a nice little gold coin here. All right.
This conference will now be recorded.
So that's another way to, just add plain text to it. But if you want it to be like embossed or engraved into the coin, what you see me do now, I added a money sign, same as the text. I just enlarged it by pressing the S scale and widened it up with this rotator. Um, and so now what we're going to do is we're going to go up to the right hand corner at the top, and we're just going to change our viewport shading to the circle. That's basically 3D X-ray. And then once we do that, we're going to make sure that our text is highlighted. We're going to go to modifiers. We're going to go to add modifier. Okay. And we're going to go to decimate. Once you go to decimate, um, let me show you something. This is how it's going to look. You see all these many different faces. You want these many different faces to be out of your downside that's going to cause issues. So we're going to go to planar. And as you can see now, it's only 3 faces counting. All right. So I'm just showing you different ways to edit your cryptocurrency coins.
This conference will now be recorded.
And make sure that you apply. Can I apply modifier for this object type? Really? Okay. So maybe mine's is a little out of date, but it says it can't apply it, but usually it'll allow me, excuse me, to apply it. And if you can, just go ahead and apply it. Hopefully this will not mess up. But now I'm going to go into edit mode. I think I'm going to go into edit mode. Let's go back. Let's go back real quick.
This conference will now be recorded.
So it's not edit mode. All I did was simply go to the text on the right hand side of the corner, the divisions property, and you'll see like a little green A. And once you go to green A, go to geometry. Once you drop down geometry, you see extrude. Once you see extrude, this will give you the thickness that you're looking for. You see how it has gotten thick now? So I'm going to go back to this cycle here. I'm going to move this back using the arrow button. I'm going to extrude it just a little bit more, maybe too much. Move it over like so. So there we have it. I just want to make sure that this is mirrored properly. And now I'm going to go back to materials property, and I really do want to change the color of this. So I think remember when I said I wanted it to be like a gray? Something like that. Go back to edit mode. Go to E for extrude. Go back to edit mode. Let me see if I can change some of the colors of these faces. So basically I'm just holding down shift and I'm clicking the individual faces on here to see if I can change the color of it. I wish this circle would get out of the way, child. Really? Okie dokie. Okay, now we're going to see if we can add a new preview. Surface volume and setting. I just can't believe I did that. All right, that's not what I'm looking for. Excuse me, y'all. Somebody just called me. Anywho, we're gonna go back down to surface. Let's see what happens when we do this. Okay, the whole thing is going to change. Let's add new material. Go to Shift A, add light.
This conference will now be recorded.
So I added 3 lights, sun, 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 well, a couple of different lights, right? And as you can see, it looks much better. Now, if you want to get this type of scenery, go up to your right hand corner where the viewport shading is, push the drop down button, unselect scene world and select scene lights. And then this will change the rotation, the strength of how bright you want it, just your mood. And this is the world's opacity, right? Like so. And this is how blurry you want it to be, right? So I want mine like that. Now press 1 on the keyboard pad because we're going to add a backdrop. Press Shift A, go to your mesh, go to your plane, put this down a tad bit here, go to S for scale, okay? Now you should have something that looks like this, all right? Now if you go to edit mode, you can extrude this, not up, oh well, oh, like a piggy bank. Ha! Just giving y'all guys some ideas, but anywho, extrude that up from that point there, and also from these 2 points. So I just hit the back and I press extrude up like so. And as you can see, it's hella cricket. There we go. And make sure when you do add your money sign or whatever you're adding to parent that object. So just like in the beginning when I added the spin wheel to the actual coin, you're going to add that the same way. A fast way to do it also is Control P, and then it's going to say parent without inverse, excuse me. But you want to do that one. So that's how this coin is able to sit pretty. So now I'm just going to take the coin. I'm going to raise it up a little bit because it's sticking out. Something like that. Go back to edit mode. Click this. With G. Still a little crooked. Oh, oh hell no. Undo that. Back. Hit this. Edit mode. G. Control Z to undo anything that you don't want. So there we have it. We got the lighting. We got the backdrop. Okay. Get out of edit mode. There we go. Press 1 on the keypad. So I guess that's this wall blocking us to see. But there we go. So remember, I'm giving you guys different ways to edit this coin. And this is for basic beginners.
This conference will now be recorded.
So basically what I did was hit Control B once I hit the edge of this surface. So come down here. I'm going to do Control Z so y'all can see what I did. I hit this edge of this first surface. I hit Control B and I'm rolling it up. Okay. And that's what I'm doing. And then hit different segments when the pop-up bar opens so you can see the roundabout, it becoming rounder. Okay. So this is what you should have so far. I'm teaching you more than just making a cryptocurrency, by the way.
This conference will now be recorded.
So as you can see, I changed the color of my background just by going to the right hand side, going to material properties and changing just whatever color I wanted. And then I brought the roughness down and then I brought the metallic up. So basically it's just kind of like reflecting um, what we did up here in the right top hand corner with the scene lights. Okay. So that looks pretty good to me. So we got our backdrop, we got our top shelf coin, money coin here. Okay. And now what we're going to do is add a camera. So go to Shift A, go to camera, and it will pop up. As you can see, my camera's here. All right. And on the right hand side of divisions property, if you go to camera, you can change this. So on the right hand side by the control panel, if you go underneath the hand and you go here to camera, you can also see how this will look for you. Okay, that looks horrible. Fuck. I hate this. But that's how you change the view scene so you can see what it is that you're doing. There we go. I like that angle. All right. So once you choose your angle for your camera and you know where it is that you want to be, you can start messing with the light.
This conference will now be recorded.
So basically, all I did was go up here to the top of viewport shading and I added the scene world now. And I went to Shift A. I'm adding a light spot. And why am I adding a light spot? Because when I animate this, I want it to be turned and I want the lights to be basically hitting it from all angles. And you can change the color of these lights as well. And you can change how much lighting you're going to be getting. See? So now we kind of have like this reflective thing going on. Press 0 on your keypad, and this is how it's going to look when we animate it. I think that's bomb. Oops. Go back to 0, child. Oh, Lord. So this is basically how it's going to look, okay? I think I want that blue just a little bit darker. Something like that. That's cool. All right, there we go. So now we're going to get into the final stage of animating this, and we should be all done.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so as you guys can see, I already did the animation for it. And so what I'm going to do right now is just file, save as, and I'm going to name this Crypto Coin Anime Desktop. Yep. Okay. And how to basically do exactly what I did to get this animated. Um, you're going to go to keyframe 1. All right. Keyframe 1. And once you go to keyframe 1, hit I and hit location rotation. And then you should see one symbol of the keyframe. Then go to your 100th keyframe here. All right. And you're going to press R360Z, enter. R360Z, enter. So rotation on 360 degrees on the Z axis, enter. Then you're going to go back to I and hit location rotation scale, and then you should see this pop up. And when you rewind, you should see your coin doing the animation. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and render out this in the EVE. You can choose ambient and bloom just for uh some space reflect. I just like to choose all of it just because I think it looks cool like that. Let me make sure that my camera's where I want it to be honest with you. Okay. Let me scale that damn thing to the side. Okay. And then this is how it should be. All right. So in order to save this, go ahead and go to, I don't think I want the motion blur. Go beneath the render section to the camera. And all you're going to do is go down, hit FF video. You're going to scroll down again to encoding. You're going to go to MPEG4, MPEG4, okay? And then once you go to MPEG4, you're going to choose where you're going to send this video to, which is here. So click this button, go to desktop, go to cryptocurrency coin, set. And now we're going to render this out. So go to render, render animations, and you should see your finished product rendering in real time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It might have been a little long. If you got any questions, just drop your question in the comment below section. Peace.